From the National Automotive Design and Development Council (NADDC), developing Nigeria's automotive industry. This is Automotive Hour, projecting Nigeria's automotive industry to the world.
From idea to prototype to product, the Nigerian auto industry is not resting on its oars to actualize and develop standard vehicles from our labs to our markets. Hello and welcome to another edition of Automotive Hour, brought to you by the National Automotive Design and Development Council (NADDC). This program is dedicated to taking you through the latest developments, insights, and innovation driving Nigeria's automotive sector forward. I am your host, Maimuna Ahoiza-Zubair. This episode, we dive deep into research and development, the beating heart of innovation in the automotive industry. From prototyping new technologies to advancing local content, research, design, and development is shaping the future of mobility in Nigeria. And on our Meet the Manufacturer segment, we will showcase a pioneer in Nigerian auto manufacturing, Anamco Motors, the Enugu-based CKD plant with a proud legacy of over 4 decades. It promises to be another fantastic addition. But first, let's bring you the top stories making the rounds in the Nigerian automotive industry.
On the 3rd of September 2025, the National Automotive Design and Development Council led officials of the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment and the ECOWAS Commission on a joint assessment tour of innocent vehicle manufacturing in Umudim, Nnewi. The visit highlighted the importance of national and regional collaboration in driving industrial development. Speaking on behalf of the Honorable Ministers and the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Muhammad Bala, Director of Industrial Development, FMITI, emphasized that ECOWAS policies and grants have already created more than 50,000 jobs across West Africa. He revealed that Nigeria has attracted over $1 billion in automotive investments, raising installed capacity to 400,000 vehicles annually. Representing the Council, Mr. Simeon Babatunde, Special Assistant of the DG of NADDC, echoed the ministry's sentiments and reaffirmed commitments of the Nigerian Automotive Industry Development Plan in bringing about a sustainable and competitive automotive industry. In his remarks, Mr. Kabua Lassane, ECOWAS Director of Industry, reiterated plans of a regional automotive policy framework, drawing inspiration from Nigeria's NAIDP in shaping a regional automotive framework, a move expected to accelerate industrial growth and integration across West Africa. Dr. Innocent Chukwuma, Chairman of Innocent Motors, expressed gratitude for Innocent Vehicle Manufacturing's recognition as a model of innovation, noting it as both an honor and a responsibility. He pledged to continue capacity expansion, job creation, and stronger regional collaboration under the African Continental Free Trade, AFCFTA. On the 4th of September 2025, the Executive Governor of Enugu State, His Excellency Dr. Peter Ndubuisi Mba, hosted the Director General of the National Automotive Design and Development Council, Oluwemimo Joseph Oshonipin. The meeting focused on strengthening collaboration in automotive development, human capacity building, and sustainable transport initiatives in the state. The Director General commended the Governor for bold initiatives, including the procurement of 100 CNG-powered buses. investment in technical colleges, and support for Anamco and other automotive stakeholders in the state. He also announced NADDC's infrastructure drive with automotive training centers ATC nationwide, requesting land allocation for one in Enugu, and pointed the soon-to-be commissioned automotive test center in the state. He said that the center will train technicians, optimize component manufacturing, and ensure that Nigeria becomes a hub for automotive innovation, and affirmed that Enugu is key to this vision. Governor Peter Mba pledged immediate land allocation for the ATC and announced plans for an R&D center for local auto components. He revealed his administration's goal of building a $30 billion economy anchored on industrialization and private sector collaboration, with over 250 smart schools, local tractor assembly, and 250,000 tablets in procurement. Enugu is positioning itself as a strategic hub for Nigeria's automotive future.
Welcome back to Automotive Hour. Research, design, and development is the backbone of every successful automotive industry, and Nigeria is no exception. At the NADDC, the Research, Design, and Development Department has driven innovations in local content development, advanced prototyping, and capacity building, as well as conversion development and training. The Council's work in this area continues to set the pace for a future-ready auto sector. Let's take a closer look.
At the heart of Nigeria's automotive innovation is the Research, Design and Development (RD&D) Department of the National Automotive Design and Development Council, domiciled at the Zaria office. According to Director of Vehicle Electrification and Head of the RD&D Department, Mr. Ayinde Abdullahi, the department runs on 3 divisions: Research, Design and Development. Research identifies the opportunities and technologies for the Nigerian market. Design transforms approved ideas into working blueprints. Development then brings the designs to life as prototypes, which are refined before being handed over to entrepreneurs.
You have the research division. They basically look at those things that will be impactful and those things that will affect the livelihood of Nigerians. There's the design division. Once the research is carried out and a product is agreed on, the design department swings into action to design whatever the product is, and the development department goes into operationalizing whatever the design is. And the council regulates as well as prototype. So the 3 divisions of the department carry out the production of the prototype before it's handed over to the entrepreneurs.
A critical part of this journey is local content development. The Council, under the leadership of Director General Oluwemimo Joseph Osaniping, continues to harness stakeholders at home and abroad to expand component manufacturing. The goal is simple: to make locally produced parts more available and affordable for Nigerians.
The new DG has done tremendously well by involving all stakeholders within the country and some stakeholders outside of the country. So it's trying to see how we can bring back the local content. So we meet regularly. He has engaged all the stakeholders within the country, both private and public, and particularly the private ones. We're trying to see how we can grow the local content by identifying those ones that have been done before, especially.
Capacity building is another priority. Engineers across all 6 geopolitical zones have been trained in software design tools like SolidWorks and Midas NFX, improving efficiency and raising standards to align with international certifications.
These are very important design tools that cut the time we use in doing things before. Analysis, rather than spending a lot of money trying to do physical model. You can model using the software and so on. Some of them have gone on to develop their skills in the two software training we have done for them.
Collaboration drives this progress. Through its Research and Development Fund, the Council sponsors universities, startups, and manufacturers to create component prototypes. This ensures that innovation is anchored in both academia and industry.
From time to time, people from the university and parastatal submit proposal to do certain component of the vehicle, certain subsystem of the vehicle. And then we look at it. If we feel it's credible, we support them with funding.
Among its current projects is the Solar Recharge Electric Single Axle Tractor. Designed to boost the agricultural sector, the tractor offers farmers a clean, efficient homegrown solution to mechanized farming.
We've been working on developing the solar tiller. We've been working on it for some time. This is a very important project for the council in the sense that agriculture, they say, is the wise man's occupation. And there's a lot of potential in agriculture for us if we make a breakthrough in this solar recharge tiller. Because our agricultural system is not mechanized. So with technology, things become a lot easier for the farmers and we get more output. At the end of the prototyping, we expect that an entrepreneur will take it up for mass production.
Looking ahead, optimism drives the department. With existing solutions, sustained purpose, and stronger collaborations, Research, Design and Development Unit is set to keep powering the nation's auto industry with homegrown innovation and Nigerian expertise.
Without a doubt, research and development goes beyond technology. It encompasses people, skills, and the ecosystem that turn innovation into industrial growth. Revving on, we turn our attention to a company that has stood as a beacon of Nigeria's automotive ambition for more than 40 years. Anamco Motors, established in 1981 and headquartered in Enugu, Anamco is one of Nigeria's pioneer auto assembly plants, operating a full CKD facility on a sprawling campus that also houses a certified automotive training institute. Through decades of operation, Anamco has trained thousands of Nigerian engineers and technicians, collaborated with global partners, and contributed to the industrial backbone of the nation's automotive sector. Today, its legacy is a reminder of what is possible when policy, research and development, as well as manufacturing come together. Let's explore further.
In the heart of Anambra stands Anambra Motor Manufacturing Company, Anamco, one of the foremost automotive giants in Nigeria. Established in 1981 as a joint venture between the federal government of Nigeria and Mercedes-Benz of Germany, Anamco has for decades been a symbol of industrial ambition and automotive pride for Eastern Nigeria. Chief Operating Officer Bennett Ejindu, Anamco's strength lies in its history and resilience. He notes that the company has been central in supplying flagship vehicles for federal and state agencies, as well as public and urban mass transit systems across the country.
Right from inception of our commercial production in July 1981, we've been assembling medium-duty and heavy-duty trucks. Not just the trucks, the equipment that are mounted on the bodies of the trucks. And then, of course, buses. The city buses, the coaches as well. These we have produced over the years till 2013, when we began to venture into lighter duty vehicles like the pickup trucks that you are seeing here, Anamco Matador. On the processes, Anamco has been set up as a CKD plant, not an SKD plant. It's a full-fledged CKD plant. And in this place, we can produce vehicles right from the steel profiles and the steel sheets. straight to the buses.
With a production capacity of over 7,000 trucks and 1,000 buses annually, the company began by assembling medium and heavy-duty trucks, city buses, and coaches. In recent years, it has diversified into lighter-duty vehicles, while retaining a robust, completely knocked-down CKD plant, one of the few in Nigeria to fully integrate local manufacturing in its processes. But Anamco's role goes beyond production. The company is deeply invested in local content development, sourcing materials and components from Nigerian suppliers wherever possible. Ajindo insists that local content must be system-wide, not left to a handful of companies. Yet, at Anamco, it is a deliberate strategy ensuring that Made in Nigeria is more than just a slogan.
Anamco has massively depended on local suppliers as much as possible. Okay, so right here in the Coast City Shuttle refurbishment project, all the glues that we are using, of course, are locally procured. The foam that we are using are from the local manufacturers of foams. The leather that we are using, the paint that we are using, all of these things, all of these accessories and consumables are procured from the local manufacturers. But then right here in Anamco, we have equipment, massive equipment for production of components of vehicles. We have gone around. You can see that there are so much that we can produce for vehicle bodies. The chassis components, we can produce that. Elements of the engine, we can produce. So many things we can fabricate in this place as inputs to our vehicles.
For Director of Corporate Services, Uche Okeke, Anamco represents more than just a factory. It is a national asset with huge expansion potential across the entire automotive chain. He emphasizes that, with the right policies, Anamco could operate at full CKD capacity and push Nigeria closer to 100% local component manufacturing.
Anamco has an awesome production capacity of 7,500 trucks per annum and 1,000 buses per annum, starting from vehicle production and up to refurbishment. At the near end of life of a vehicle, we have the capacity to actually remanufacture those vehicles and make sure that the investment that is in the vehicle, of course, is relieved again.
A cornerstone of Anamco's operations is its commitment to skill transfer and capacity building. Since 1981, the Anamco Training Center has trained thousands of technicians, engineers, and auto specialists, producing certified graduates who serve in industries across Nigeria. These collaborations extend into training and mentorship programs, cascading knowledge and technical expertise to the next generation of automotive specialists. These young trainees are proof of Anamco's vision to not only assemble vehicles, but to assemble human capital.
NADDC has collaborated with Anamco in the area of training. The idea behind that initiative was not just to develop skills for work within Anamco factory, but of course to supply to the entire Nigerian industry. We have a collaboration with the Institute of Management and Technology, Enugu. Therefore, our mechatronics engineering project, automotive mechatronics engineering course, is accredited by the National Board for Technical Education. And admission into that course is through JAMB. And we award national diploma for that course. That's number one. And then we run several other short-term courses in this place.
The experience from school and here, the difference is just the hands-on experience, because then we are taught it's only theory, drawings on the board, but here you can point it down and say this is the part and this is the part. The experience has been wonderful. We started off in the forklift maintenance and operations department. That was the first time I've ever experienced that in my life. It was a nice experience in the sense that our mentors also, they don't hold back on the knowledge they have. They give it to you freely, and then they expect you to learn and then ask questions as well. So from there, I moved to the welding department. So in the welding department, we are taught how to weld, the welding preparations, how to prepare the metal before welding. And then from there, I moved to the body shop, where I now brought the welding skill into the body shop, where those in the body shop, after they are finished preparing I'm fabricating the metals, then I'm asked to weld. So it's like an added skill, bringing what I learned from the welding into the body shop, and then it's adding to the experience so far.
I initially started in the welding and fabrication sector department, where I was taught various welding techniques on how to ensure a material's durability under various thermal and cyclic stresses. I was also taught how to select materials based on job requirements and etc. Now I'm currently at the maintenance department. I've been taught on hydraulic, pneumatic machines, as well as electrical motors. I've been taught how to interpret circuit diagrams, how to diagnose faults in a machine, and how to understand fluid flow and pressure regulation in every system.
Anamco has set itself apart as a hub for third-party collaborations, offering support and assembly services to other stakeholders in Nigeria's auto sector. Both executives hail the Nigeria First policy as a bold initiative that can reawaken the auto industry.
No manufacturer within the automotive industry can succeed on its own without working in collaboration with NADDC, because these are the people that understand policy. And I tell you what, the success of any industry, whether it be automotive or any other, depends on the government policy. And NADDC is the channel through which any player within the auto industry can influence policy in government. The Nigeria First policy initiated by the federal government of President Tinubu, is an excellent initiative. It's a great idea. What we have in abundance in Nigeria, therefore why waste them? The wiser thing would be for us to use them in whatever combustion requirement that we need. What we are doing now in this project is that we will still, all the 49 buses that we have in this place will be converted to UCNG, not only diesel.
We welcome both OEMs and we welcome vehicle dealerships that are interested in local manufacturing. So this is the beauty of the auto policy. This is the beauty of encouraging local manufacture.
On cost effectiveness and after-sale services, the COO opines that made-in-Nigeria vehicles are more affordable than imports, with dealership networks and workshops across the country ensuring strong after-sales service and customer trust.
Anamco has operated a vehicle support network over the years since 1980s, and so we have dealers. We have the dealership network all over Nigeria, the spare parts distribution network all over Nigeria. Anamco also operates workshop here in Enugu, in Lagos, in Abuja, in Kano, in Port Harcourt. And then through our partners, other partners, we have locations for support of our products all across Nigeria.
From its pioneering roots in 1981 to its present-day innovations, Anamco Motors stands as a pillar of Nigeria's automotive industry. Through local content, training, collaborations, and forward-looking projects, it continues to demonstrate that Nigeria can build vehicles and a workforce that meets global standards. This is Anamco Motors, Enugu, assembling Nigeria's automotive future, one vehicle and one technician at a time.
Well, that brings us to the end of this edition of Automotive Hour. From the Council's research and development initiatives shaping the future of mobility to the manufacturers like Anamco who continue to translate vision into tangible impact, the story of Nigeria's automotive industry is one of resilience, innovation, and progress. At the National Automotive Design and Development Council, our mandate remains clear: to nurture innovation, support manufacturers, and drive the auto industry in Nigeria to greater heights. On behalf of the Council, thank you for watching. Do well to follow our social media handles showing on your screens for more updates, features, and industry news. Join us same time next week for another interesting episode. Until then, I am Maimuna Ahoiza Zubair and this is Automotive Hour. Bye for now.